On this episode of Designing Spaces, Home Sweet Home. For many of us, owning a home is all part of the American dream. But navigating the world of mortgage lending and financing can be a nightmare. Today, we'll show you the roadmap to getting approved for your dream home. Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements. Making sure it's properly maintained can save you tons of time, money, and headache in the long run. Your backyard is your oasis. And what better way to accent your oasis than with a beautiful backyard swimming pool? Today, we'll dive into everything you need to know about having your own custom pool installed. Heating and cooling your home shouldn't be complicated. After all, you just want to be comfortable. Find out how a programmable thermostat can help simplify your life and lower your energy consumption. And that's just the beginning. The real estate market here in Florida is booming. It's no wonder why more and more people are flocking to the Sunshine State. But when searching for a new home, you're also going to want to find the best rate on a new mortgage. That's where Streamline Financial Group comes in.
My name is Steve Shalaby. I'm the president of Streamline Financial Group. Streamline Financial Group is a wholesale mortgage lender offering access to wholesale mortgage rates to homeowners in Florida. We pride ourselves on offering experience, integrity, and reputation in all of our interactions.
With so many different types of loans available, it can be hard for anyone to make sense of it all, especially a first-time home buyer. So what does the process look like when first getting started?
Pre-qualification is probably the most important step in the process of applying for a mortgage, probably even more so than the application itself. We'd like to take an educational approach where we have a conversation before we even pull a credit report or do anything else. We want to discuss income, credit, and assets. Some of the key factors that go into determining your interest rate are your credit score and the LTV. The LTV is the loan-to-value ratio. Basically means your down payment into the transaction or your existing equity in your property. The bank wants to know how much skin you have in the game. A good time to refinance is going to depend on a few factors. And we like to sit with our customers and talk a little bit before we determine whether or not it's even worth your while to do it. Remember, there's closing costs every time you refinance, and they're very similar to the ones you pay when you first bought your house. But there's oftentimes it makes a lot of sense to do so.
Since Streamline Financial Group also has dual license agents, what are some of the added benefits a client can expect from having the perspective of a licensed realtor when searching for a mortgage?
I cannot tell you how incredibly beneficial it is to buyers to go out and look at homes with their mortgage broker in their back pocket. Once we pre-qualify them, we'll go out and look at houses together. And then to be able to have your loan officer in your back pocket while you look at homes, especially with FHA loans, where the government is very, very concerned with certain things like health and safety standards. Having your loan officer by your side or being the same person as your realtor, he can tell you what kinds of things are going to cause trouble down the road. So when it comes to condos versus homes, I do have some strong feelings about the two. Sincerely, I think that there are a time and a place for everything. As an investor, for instance, you don't have room for surprises. You want to know that your HOA dues and your special assessments that are going to be popping up from time to time aren't going to diminish your return on investment. You want to plan for your property's upside. So condos, I don't think are a great idea for investors. I think single-family homes, even townhomes, villas are a better choice for investors.
When it comes to finding the best rates, isn't it better to go through your existing bank rather than a brokerage?
Well, your retail lender is going to be your bank or your credit union. You're going to go in, you're going to borrow a loan from them, and as a result, you're going to get a retail interest rate. Now, if you go to a wholesale lender, it's going to be a different basis. With a wholesale lender, I like to use the example of Costco versus Publix. If you went to Publix and you bought a gallon of milk, you're going to pay a certain price. But if you go to Costco, they'll make you buy 2 gallons of milk, but you would save a little bit of money on the 2 gallons of milk. Well, it's no different with mortgage lending. We borrow large sums of money on an annual basis, and we get a discount on those monies, and we offer those savings or we pass them along to our clients. So you get a better borrowing experience with a more experienced loan officer, a lower interest rate, and a more streamlined transaction.
There are plenty of other things you'll need to consider before buying a home, from maintenance to taxes to location, just to name a few.
Number one, how long do you plan on keeping that house? That'll determine the type of loan that you apply for. Maybe you can go out on a limb and get a lower interest rate on an adjustable rate mortgage versus a fixed rate mortgage if you plan on keeping the house for a short period of time, for instance. Another one of the considerations are expenses. Homeowners association dues. Are there special assessments coming down the pike? Are there club or annual membership dues? Expenses are another big part. Another consideration are repairs. What types of repairs are going to be required to bring this home up to par? Is this a turnkey home? Well, I might be willing to pay a little more for a turnkey home. But if there's repairs involved, then I need to factor that in my overall expense. Here in the state of Florida, we're incredibly blessed. We have beautiful sunshine year-round. We have an environment that's incredibly friendly and inviting to businesses and entrepreneurs, and we have no state income tax. It's no wonder people are flocking to the state of Florida by the thousands. Real estate is on the rise, and the future is very bright. If you have any questions or concerns about buying or refinancing your home, give us a call.
Want to know more about mortgage loan services? Visit streamlinefg.com or designingspaces.tv. Your home is always exposed to the elements. Brutal winds, severe thunderstorms, lightning, and especially the hot Florida sun. When it comes to weathering those elements, your first line of defense is your roof. And preventative maintenance is key when it comes to extending your roof's lifespan.
My name is Doug Rowe, and I am the president and co-owner of Code Red Roofers. So Code Red Roofers was started in 2004 by myself and my business partner, Brian. There was a hurricane that hit the East Coast, and it pretty much devastated every roof around. I was a residential contractor at the time, and I still am, and it seemed like an easy transition to move from residential contracting to residential re-roofing. So we started the roofing business, and we've been here for 18 years, and we're Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond.
Typically, we think to check if anything is wrong with our roof when we're buying or selling a home, or after a devastating storm. But how often should we really be checking the condition of our roof?
The typical lifespan of a residential roof depends on the roof type. Shingles will last anywhere from 10 to 15 years, whereas a metal roof will last 30 to 40 years, and a tile roof will last 20 to 25 years. The biggest driver is what insurance companies are doing. Now at the 15-year mark, it's mandatory to replace your roof on a shingle application, otherwise you'll lose your insurance. Whereas a metal roof is 20 to 25 years, and then they're pretty much cracking down on replacing the roof. And then a tile application, concrete roof tiles, 20 to 25 years, they start to show signs, and that's the mark where insurance companies say you have to replace the roof, otherwise they're canceling. Some of the warning signs when it's time to replace your roof depends on the application as well. And basically for a shingle roof, you're looking for granules that have come off and they're in the gutters and they're coming out on the ground through the downspouts. On a tile application, you're looking for loose, cracked, or broken tiles. And in a metal application, usually the flashing details or the pipe flashings, they start to disintegrate and crack, and when they do, they will start to leak. We can actually extend the life of a roof by sending someone out to do an inspection every 2 years. And what that entails is we schedule a day and time where we can come out and walk the roof and just look for any deficiencies in the roof, whether the flashing details are off or cracked skylights and stuff like that, and we can make notations of it. And at the time, we can even hand deliver a handwritten proposal and take care of them as needed. So the importance of having a roof inspection prior to buying or selling a home, especially here in South Florida, it's pretty much mandatory that you do such a thing. The roof is the biggest portion of your house, and it literally protects everything that you've accumulated over your lifetime. If you buy the house and the roof is at the end of its lifespan, as soon as you move in, the insurance company is going to make you replace that roof no matter what.
Tile, shingles, metal panels. There are different choices to go with for roofing materials. How do I know what type of roof is best for my home?
Here in Florida, the weather is absolutely amazing, but sometimes that hot Florida sun can cause our roofs to take quite a beating. so it's super important to make sure that you choose the right roofing material for your home. First, we have metal panels, which are very popular for their energy efficiency, their durability. They come in a variety of finishes and colors. Then we have architectural shingles, which are a cost-affordable option for a lot of homeowners, and they also come in a variety of colors and textures. And then lastly, we have our tile option, which is very popular here in South Florida because it's very aesthetically pleasing. When you're choosing a roof, it's a very big decision, so you want to make sure that you're fully informed. Unfortunately, roofing scams are very rampant here in South Florida, so you want to make sure that you know some things to be aware of. First, you want to make sure that they have the licenses in the state of Florida and that they are all up to date. Second, you want to choose a roofing contractor that's a part of your local community and service area.
Keeping cool in the South Florida heat is always a major concern, but we also want to keep our energy bills as low as possible. Can my roof help to keep my home energy efficient?
So one of the ways to make your roof more energy efficient is by adding solar panels. And solar panels can be added to any roof type. The process is a little bit different for each one. So in a metal application, when we are done installing the metal, the solar panels can actually be installed with brackets that clip to the top of the panels. Whereas in a shingle application or a tile application, we would need to work closely with a solar company and be there at the same time so we can waterproof the brackets so they can actually install the solar panels over top of them. Your roof can be a major expense, so make sure that you keep it maintained and keep it clean, and that will maximize its longevity.
Want to know more about Code Red Roofers? Visit CodeRedRoofers.com or visit our website at designingspaces.tv.
Today on Designing Spaces, we will travel to Jacksonville, Florida to meet with the Spivey family. They've recently added a brand new fiberglass swimming pool to their outdoor space, just in time for some summer fun in the sun.
I'm Rich Spivey. This is my wife, Trish, and we're from Jacksonville, Florida. I've been here since 1986, and I purchased this house in 1990, and we've been in the process of fixing it up, remodeling. We've been doing that for about 2 or 3 years now.
We knew we really wanted to be outside. We love outside activities. So we had thought about putting in a pool. We'd both had pools before too. I had one in Arizona and Rich had one here. And we had the concrete pools. You were constantly having to brush the sides and clean it and everything else. And living where we live with so many big trees and everything, we knew that we wanted something that was going to be easier upkeep. And we didn't want to do the screened enclosure. We wanted to be able to be outside enjoying it.
With over 60 years of experience, Latham Pool Products offers a unique variety of fiberglass pools with a wide range of sizes, shapes, and colors. They also cater to each homeowner's style by offering customizable options of tile, spas, tanning ledges, and water features. Before the Spiveys were able to make a decision on which pool would work best for their space, they met with professional pool dealer Brent Handy.
When Rich and Trish first contacted me, they had a pretty good idea what they thought they wanted in the pool. Once we kind of narrowed it down on this particular Bristol model of the Blue Hawaiian pool shell, we picked a color choice for the pool, the shell that they like, and then of course we started looking at the tile selections, brick paver selections, tying in the fireplace, all these design ideas that they had. A couple of the things we touched on was convenience, maintenance, and also on safety. And the CoverStar Auto Safety Cover was a great fit for them. That was able to roll out, and when they wanted to use the pool, roll back in when they were not using the pool, keep the leaves and the debris and the junk out of the pool. And also for the safety side of it, you know, in addition to keeping the leaves and the junk out of it, dogs, kids, whatever else was to wander into the backyard, there's not a safety concern whatsoever when that auto cover is closed.
Brent and Paragon Pools, they were awesome because there was so much to choose as far as the shape, the style, everything else. And other than just being fiberglass, you know, we had certain needs that we wanted because we like to be real active in the pool, whether it's volleyball or basketball. And on the other hand, we were thinking we wanted like a sun ledge, but Brent had kind of reminded us about how much of your pool you lose when you do that. And so for us, that was a great recommendation because, again, it kind of helped us in the right direction of how we want to use the pool.
So what is it about Latham Pool Products that has everyone wanting to take a dip? Product specialist Rick Black stopped by to let us in on the secret behind Latham's breathtaking industry-leading products.
Latham was founded in 1956, so for over 60 years we've been manufacturing high-quality products for the swimming pool industry. We're the largest manufacturer of fiberglass pools in North America. Our quality control process is called Technology for Manufacturing, and it allows us to measure every ounce of resin and glass that goes in every single pool, which then enables us to offer a lifetime warranty on every single shell we manufacture. In this pool that the Spivey's purchased, a safety ledge that the children can swim over when they need to rest. We have waterline tile, we have custom mosaics that can be put in the floor, a wide range of designs to choose from there. In this pool we have a beautiful, majestic gel coat, and we also offer many cascading waterfalls and other fountains, bubbler fountains, that allow you to enjoy the pool whether you're looking at it or not, because when you're looking at it, it's obviously beautiful, but even if you have your back to the pool and you have one of these water features, the sound can be so soothing and provide a lot of serenity to your backyard without even having to be at the beach.
I cannot wait for summer. This was the best thing we ever did. If you're like us and you work hard during the week, once the weekend hits, it's great not to have to leave the house.
Absolutely. We live back here.
Are you looking to add a beautiful and safe in-ground swimming pool to your home? Go to lathampool.com to learn more about their customizable fiberglass swimming pools and accessories. Now more than ever, quality family time is precious. So making the most of it while still keeping up with everyday chores can be a full-time job. And one thing that is always on the to-do list, yard work. Brian and his family have been living in their home for a while now. They take great pride in the curb appeal and love spending time in their yard with friends and family.
We originally bought the house for the yard, and I wanted a lot of room for our kids to run around in. At the time, my mower was an excuse for me not to change diapers and get out of the house. The kids are getting bigger and cutting the grass is just way too hard now. Now that the weather is getting warmer, it seems like all I do every weekend is cut the grass. I kind of want to find something that saves me time and get my weekends back.
After doing some research, Brian found Husqvarna Auto Mower. He looked into the various models and their features and landed on Auto Mower 450XH for his property.
I saw a huge variety of lawn equipment on Husqvarna website, and one of them that caught my eye said that there was a way for me to automate my lawn work. I was like, what? I gotta know more.
Most people have two must-haves on their list: spending more time with family and achieving the perfect lawn. Husqvarna Auto Mower can give you both. With a wide range of models to choose from, it doesn't matter if your yard has short grass or tall grass, is small or large, or has a varying amount of slopes. There's a Husqvarna Auto Mower to fit that yard.
I chose the Auto Mower 450XH based on the fact I have a pretty good sized yard, about an acre, and I love how it offers this smart technology. I can control everything from my smartphone using the Auto Mower Connect app. With the GPS navigation system, it knows all the ins and outs of my yard. It knows where to go and what to do. And if that wasn't easy enough, it connects with all my smart home technology. Makes life really simple.
Once the Auto Mower is installed in your yard with the boundary wire specific to your certain yard type, the Auto Mower will learn the yard. It will constantly cut, making sure that all areas are evenly cut, and it goes back to charge whenever it needs to without you having to interfere. And it follows the guide wire back to the charging station all on its own. The Auto Mower manages the whole yard without any involvement needed from you. The Auto Mower 450XH only needs about 60 minutes to charge, has a cutting height up to 3.6 inches, and can mow up to 1¼ acres. It's also rainproof and has LED headlights for nighttime mowing. This mower is specifically suited for this lawn due to the tall cutting height and the tall fescue grass.
With the Auto Mower, I never have to deal with any of the grass clippings. None of that mess you have to worry about. It self-mulches and self-fertilizes while it cuts your grass.
With the Auto Mower, you no longer have to worry about filling up your gas tank or spilling oil, which means no harm to your property and, more importantly, no harm to the environment.
It is environmental safe, and you don't have to deal with getting gas or the oil or spilling it on the grass and killing the grass or staining your concrete. I mean, it's plug and play, which is the coolest thing about it.
The Husqvarna Auto Mower is safe for the home, the environment, and most importantly, your family. There are sensors so that if it gets moved or picked up, it will shut off. So if the dog gets near or if the children are playing and pick it up, nobody gets hurt. There's also theft protection, so nobody can walk away with your Automower. It's programmed to only work in your yard, so it's guaranteed protection for your investment. So when somebody asks me why should they buy a Husqvarna Automower, it always comes down to two things for me. First of all is the time saved, and second of all is the appearance of the yard.
I have the most perfect lawn now and spent no time on it. All my time now goes to my kids and my wife. Barbecues by the pool, hanging out on the clean grass. Plus, I got the coolest looking lawnmower on the block.
For more information on Husqvarna and their full line of automowers, visit their website.
I've lived in South Florida my whole life, so maintaining a comfortable temperature is really a top priority. And you know, I'm always looking for ways to save energy, and my utility bills can be a little high. So I like to try to adjust the temperature before I go to work, but let's be honest, I don't always remember. So I thought since Ryan's a close friend and my honeydew guy, I thought I'd invite him over and see what ideas he might have so that I could make a difference perhaps.
Hey everybody, Ryan here. My friend Jeannie called and she wants to know how to save some money on her utility bill. The first and easiest step is swapping out the thermostat, and I got some great options for her. Since up to half of a home's energy bill can be driven by heating and cooling costs, installing a smart thermostat can help reduce your HVAC energy. I chose the Sensi Smart thermostats for this job because their customers can save about 23% on HVAC energy. Plus, local utilities often offer rebates on Sensi thermostats. Sensi thermostats are Energy Star certified and compatible with most HVAC systems. The Sensi Touch is rated Best Overall Smart Thermostat by USA Today's Review.com. All right, Jeannie, the hard part's over. You picked the thermostat you like. You know, I really like the black aesthetically. I think it's gonna look really sleek. The nice thing also is the footprint matches your old one, so we don't have to patch any holes or do any touch-up paint. What do you say? You ready to help me out?
Ryan, I am, but you know I'm the emoji queen. I'm so not handy.
Hey, you know what? That's okay. They make it super simple to install. All I need you to do is download the app and open the account. I just need a Phillips head screwdriver.
I can do that.
Okay, let's do it. First, you're going to want to turn off the HVAC system using the breakers in your electrical panel. Remove the old thermostat, leaving the base and wires visible. Use your phone and take a photo of the configuration of the wires. Record corresponding wire to the letters on the Sensi mobile app. You have selected a valid configuration will display. Next, you're going to remove the jumper wire. Mark your wires with the stickers provided. Install the new base and use the built-in level. Connect the wires matching each to each corresponding terminal. Put on the new cover and it snaps right into the base. Connect to Wi-Fi and you're ready to be in control. This would make a great DIY project for anyone looking to make an easy upgrade to their home, and the app really simplifies things. For those who prefer professional install, Sensi has a network of thousands of professional contractors ready to help.
My new Sensi and I are best friends. I love that if I have a last-minute schedule change, I can adjust the settings from the app from anywhere I am. Now I don't have to remember to turn the air up every day. Then shortly before I get home at night, the house is at my perfect setting. I come home after a long day and chill.
For more information on how replacing your thermostat can help save you HVAC energy, visit sensicomfort.com. All right, everybody, as you can see, I'm here in my shop. It's a organized mess and I love it. What I want to talk to you about today is the toolkit that every homeowner should have. What I want to show you today are all the basic stuff that you should have to whether you're hanging pictures, DIY projects, put together yourself furniture, all the little stuff that every homeowner goes through, but you can't do it without the right tools. So we're going to start with the most basic of hand tools, and those are screwdrivers. They come in two different types typically. You have flathead heads, and then you have Phillips, or some people call them star bits. And you can get them in different sizes. It's a good idea to have some small ones and some large ones. All right, so the next basic thing you're gonna need are some pliers. Your typical average pliers that everybody has look just like this. They're adjustable, so you can get some smaller head nuts or some larger head nuts. Another one you can have here are needle nose pliers. These are great for grabbing small objects or trying to get into some small spaces to grab some stuff. Pencils and markers, so when you're making measurements, need to mark things, those are always good to have. All right, now we're gonna go to a little couple bit bigger things. Obviously, hammer, everybody has to have a hammer. There are several different types. Just a basic claw hammer you're gonna need. Tape measure, obviously everybody always needs a tape measure. Now we're gonna get into a couple things that are a little bit specialized. One is a stud finder. If you're gonna be hanging pictures, hanging a TV, or anything in a wall and you need to find a stud that you need a screw in, that's what these are for. You just place it on the wall, push the button, and when you slide it across the wall, when it finds a stud, it's gonna light up and alert you to know the exact spot to put that nail or screw. The next thing are Allen key sets. These come in both standard and metric. I advise that you have both. Now these are very handy if you buy a lot of furniture that you have to put together yourself. They typically come with an Allen key with the kit, but they get lost very easily. Or let's say you have something that you put together last year and you're moving and you need to take it apart, but you don't know where that Allen key went. These are very, very good to have. Another thing I have in here, just a little scraper. These are good for scraping loose paint if you get to patch holes in the wall. So a putty knife is always a very, very good thing to have in your kit. Next thing are razor knives. These are very, very handy for box cutting, opening stuff, cutting string or whatever. Always have these on hand. They're very, very handy. If you're gonna do some drywall work, you absolutely need one of these. Another thing I like to have is an adjustable wrench. And these are very handy if you have outdoor furniture with some large bolts or anything that requires a hex head. And this adjusts from 0 all the way up to like a 3/4 inch, so it's very versatile. So all these hand tools are readily available in any hardware store or home improvement store. For all your other tips, tricks, or a complete list of everything that we've shown you here today, go to designingspaces.tv.
For more information on anything you've seen on today's show, or to be a part of the show, go to our website, designingspaces.tv.